the anticipation. DT side will see Vitality nestle in, but a bullet has been put between the eyes of Alex. But NiP have actually dropped the bomb back towards the spawn, so they're not going to be going in for the plant anytime soon. ZywOo gets caught in transition as he tries to move into connector.
We begin to start gathering up towards middle. They do have the smokes to line up the wall on the site, or perhaps just smoke deep towards dumpster and help create a little bit more space. There are a couple of CTs to defend, though.
Yeah, and MBK is one of them. Pistol in hand is going to be ripping through heads. Lekro's able to bounce back. It's been pretty rough so far, but now NiP is starting to take over. Lekro with 3 is going to add a 4. And Vitality will stumble on the first hurdle of the pistol round. Still have plenty of nades as well. It does 3 smokes and Molotovs to stall a bit longer. There's one being tossed out to short B. Or short A, I mean. The MBK's got in with his AUG. It is a 1-for-1 trade, though. Still split up with the terrorists, but they're going to be meandering their way onto the A side momentarily because the bomb is over on this side. ZywOo going to come out worse for wear on that trade. Rez gets the headshot, which is by and large barren. Only have RPK here. He has found Rez, who was already weakened on 4 HP.
Doesn't know about Lekro, though, Vince.
Lekro can hear him, though. He's going to catch him as he runs away. They wanted to try and save the weapons. They've also got Get Right, who is lurking.
Whoa! They can't plant in time.
Oh, that's the bomb down! Apex actually landed it through the smoke.
Yep. Wow. That is so crazy that that's how they won. It was looking so good for NiP. Wondering.
Just fitting in, then, in that case. I mean, he's the coach. You expect that he knows all the angles, all the positions. Speaking of Peter, he goes in first. It's an XM, but it's going to take down 2 players. I was going to say the Vitality, even though they win the round, they still have a very rough buy. But that's one hell of a way to kick things off. RPK has been caught, though, trying to move away from short pipe. So NiP not completely out of this round just yet.
No, bomb down in connector, though. Going to be hard for them to grab that back with NBK in position to still defend it. Catches a kill at range on Lekro with the shotgun, and he's racking up the cash as well, Vince. That's 3 kills on a shotgun.
Only try and drop down, and MBK is going to get the quad with the XM.
Very hard to defend against their execute, but if they never are able to get to the money to get those nades out, it makes it so much harder. And look at that. You love ZywOo. You love the aggressive plays. There's one for you right there.
Alex also going with aggression, similar result. Uses the shotgun.
Let me just spoil it on it for you more. There's no plot. There you go. That's the end. Anyway, NiP storming into the A-bomb site and planting the bomb.
Post plant. Vitality with a player advantage. No longer Get Right. Gives Apex a free haircut, but goes a little bit too deep. ZywOo onto Forest. He goes aggressive into back close range. ZywOo will not be missing that ever. He is too damn good to take that risk. Switches to the AK-47, peeking through long. Get Right is still holding his own, but it's down to Lekro on the flower bed, and there's the spray. On point. Vitality 4 rounds in a row.
NBK and ZywOo are pushed pretty deep base, so the rotation is actually going to be a little bit slow. And again, they have good utility to run one of their B execs. It's not going to be as heavy as they want, but still a decent amount to get their way in.
Double spray from Alex. That's the bomb down as well. There is still time for NiP to use. They don't have to rush through the Molotov, but good flashbang. Also put in. MBK thinking about the connector rotation. This is where things are going to become even more arduous. Having to tiptoe their way to the site and hope for the best. There's a team kill thrown in there as well. Worst possible moment. Lekro nullifies Get Right, and Vitality get their 6th in a row. What a mess. Yeah, this has been a few rounds in the making as well, because they've already seen NiP go for a fast speed play without taking connector control earlier on. They knew that would be open. Now they're going to go through, though. It's going to be an even trade. MBK next up does find the kill. Threading through the hole of the squeaky door. Alex now takes the opportunity to strike them from behind, and he will smite Forest.
Vitality with the perfect counter through connector to stop NiP before they could roll out in that utility. So much money they had built up in their nade arsenal just wasted away. Actually, yeah, they did give it up, but...
And again, they don't have connector control, so they can't even be sure that they could easily rotate back up towards A, so they're going to have to bite down on this. Bomb's gone in first. Alex doesn't care. All in hand. RPK also chips in with 2. It's a massacre. This site, impenetrable for Vitality. Lekro can only do so much with 23 HP. Molotov going to greet him in the face, has to fall back into the arms of Alex. What a round by Vitality.
Forrest still here with AWP, but Forrest back. Good little kill there from Rez, but the response from Zywoo and RPK so on point. Rez is slugging back, though. He's trying his damnedest to keep NiP in this round. He's doing a great job with 3. Lekro pitching in as well. It's all on NBK.
Amongst the potential rounds, MBK is all that stands between them. He's over on the A side. Has found one. Rez has gone down to his hands. It's dropped down now. Gonna have a quick peek onto Lekro. Finds him. There's no cohesion here between NiP. GetRight's gonna try and play the time. He's hoping, praying that MBK doesn't peek around the pillar. Keeping off to bother Forrest. He's now going to go for the peak flicks across to MBK. That's a big pick. Do they expect Zywoo to be up close in bathroom, though? Looking for that revenge kill. Looking to try and turn the tables back in Vitality's favor. He has been spotted now. Apex going to pick up the mantle. Peeking through long. Finds Rez. Zywoo just dipping out of there, realizing he's about to become encircled. It's starting to swell with terrorists. They don't have enough time to go back to B either. That's why they've drawn out a second play over here. They feel pretty confident in doing so. They need Alex to get up close as well. There's a crossfire in play, but RPK stands alone. Not quite the one-man army they were hoping for, but the reversal bomb site. He has an organ, a kit. No nades, but the first kill goes his way. This time, GetRight will not be clutching the 1v1. It has to be Lekro, and he will also pull the trigger. NiP 2 rounds in a row, ending the half solidly.
And it worked out well. Zywoo's actually been really quiet this game, to be fair. 6 and 5, but as soon as I say that.
A second pistol has so much pressure on it now if you're a Sweet. Lekro, but he's playing the more passive angle of Graffiti. Gets on to GetRight. Lekro's also been sent reeling, and it's going to be a commanding 11-4 lead at halftime. Yeah, still alive on 48 HP as well. So he's keeping GetRight really interested. Finally gets that kill with Forrest.
Man, it's going to come down to timing. Yikes.
They don't check him. They're not going to check him. GetRight can let them all go past. That's one. They must be so confused what the hell is happening right now. They're caught in 2 minds and the 2 veterans. They're going to claim all the kills. 4 for Forrest, 1 for GetRight. Completely bamboozling Vitality. 2 players strong, moving towards Monster. Rez gonna outmaneuver Alex. Sent packing. Bathroom's now clear. That's gonna give the information that NiP needs. There's a peek out, catching MBK as he tries to toss in a smoke. I can play behind that sandbag. It's gonna really play havoc with Vitality. There's a crossfire established. Bomb's also been dropped out. They need RPK to come in and clear away this nuisance. 2 AK frags go to his name, looking for more. Gets more. That's 3. It's all on Rez now. He can try and fake this bomb if he so chooses, but decides to go down on it fully and gets the bomb planted. It's down to Rez. It could just come down to timing here. RPK spins. Oh, that's a frag! The tank is just absolutely obliterating everything in front of him. That is sensational. And what an impact that has on the landscape of Overpass. This Molotov's being tossed towards the back of the site. Alex and MBK both going to open their account in the round, and, well, NiP have been snipped. There's no 2 ways about it. Lekro just has to go and save. Oren's going to take the fight to Vitality. Bit of a desperation play, perhaps, trying to mess with the minds of Vitality, make them respect. The NiP's still in this matchup. It's looking like that aggression is going to yield the round, potentially. It is a gimmicky play, though. They can't rest on this round in, round out. And it's not done just yet. They can't rest on this. They still have to convert it. GetRight goes for the peak. Nearly loses his head from Alex. Forrest, though, now going to be lurking into the ladder. Gets the kill. It was a bit of an awkward one. Alex was trying to jump down there. They almost butted heads in midair. But Apex has been spotted, and 10 HP separates him and his demise. GetRight, though, going to be found and
so little health. It's doubtful he'll be able to get the round. He's just creeping in low time. He can't even really clear necessarily everything. And there's just a timing peak from Forrest. So another round goes the way of NiP. Explosive. You want to try to disrupt them in these situations. But there's Alex finding Rez this time around. No big play from him this time. Pete has been spotted as well. He's good for 1, though. Quickly traded is the problem.
Yeah, unfortunate positioning in the end. As soon as his teammate went down around him, he was left out to dry. Putting pressure into connector through NBK. ZywOo about to strike. Head caved in on Get Right. Could be more to follow. Lekro, normally a Deagle god, can't get anything quite yet. He's turned quite mortal. ZywOo putting bullets into Peter. It's the beginning of the end. Rez and Forest have to stand as giants if they're going to clutch this one. Rez with the spray, the M4A4 ripping through heads. Forest, can he get it? Another one. That's a beautiful tap onto Apex. Could be going to Alex afterwards. Alex is going to peek again. This is actually possible, and Forest is going to keep them alive. Threatened bomb site. Apex did spot the head of Peter just hopping over. Damage being inflicted on both sides, but it's going to spell Vitality with a player advantage. ZywOo and RPK, oh so low. Just a bullet away from death. A gust of wind would take RPK out of this one. Flashes, greeting Peter as he thinks about pushing. He's in the smoke. Gets found. Lekro in the meanwhile, though, needs to hold his nerve. And he can't do it. Apex is there to deliver. Get Right's definitely been spotted. The barrel of the gun around the corner. NBK can see this from a mile off. Leaving Rez 1 on 4. They got a 2v4 clutch last round. Can he go one better? No! The wild spray through the smoke signifies the end of Overpass, and it reads 16-8 to Vitality.
A lot of their losses have come to great teams like Astralis, but still not the best record. Now they have to try to do it to keep themselves alive in this tournament. That's a great one from ZywOo to start this thing off. He's not done yet, perhaps. Nope, he is done.
Yeah, he's done courtesy of Forest. Glock headshot. Lekro now going to be faced off 2 players. NBK has to try and make amends for Alex's mistake, but they're both going to go the same way. NiP seemingly waking up, inspired after conceding the previous map. Apex, last man standing for Vitality. They are somewhat split up here. Lekro to his right-hand side. Behind the truck, this is such... Surely you're not going to let it end like this. There's a shot, though. Finishes off Get Right, who was just stuck hopping up and down, hoping for the best, crossing his fingers, and his prayers were not answered. NBK will alleviate him from this round. RPK goes in with the AUG, takes a bit of team damage, but nothing too significant. And Alex, the player that did tag him, makes amends with a kill onto Forest. Triple stack on long. Can Rez feasibly break out the shackles that he's been prisoned in? Smoke out for Alec. Can allow him to try and skirt around the edges of it. Bomb is still down on long doors. Sending another player over here. This time it's NBK running out of bullets. Alex doesn't want to peek it. He doesn't want to fake. They're not even sure if both players are here at this stage. Rez has got in for another one. NiP are bouncing back, but NBK puts his scout to use.
Facing of Apex and NBK are not there to trade off of one another.
What a shot by Rez. Flashbang finished off. Still look behind him, so he's definitely got it in the back of his mind that Apex could be on long. Right now, it's a coin flip. Where is he? Does he guess right? Can Rez get them out of this predicament? There's bullets whizzing past his head. Apex doesn't have a kit, doesn't have a life. It's a clutch, it's an ace, and it's easy for Rez once again.
Yep.
He's not even there. Oh, there we go. Well, reasonable. Forest. Gonna kick out ZywOo into round 5. NBK peering down. Pitt is so fortunate there's a slight bit of that box in the way. Otherwise, he would have died in the first shot. NBK will finish him off anyway. So that fortune only lasting a matter of milliseconds. Forest through mid. Drills Apex. Alex, pardon me, in the head. Finally, they get this buy into effect, and NiP is still running amok through mid. This is a map that you're expecting Vitality to have quite a bit of power on. Felt like Overpass was a must-win map for NiP. They're doing great work here on Dust 2. Just shy of 1 minute to play with. And the Ninjas now procuring Catwalk, Molotoving onto the site, Houston site itself. Apex is going to be fought off at the backside with the AK-47. RPK's also going to spray out onto Get Right. Still, the bomb is under control from Lekro. He's going to try and rotate to the side of the map. Going to find NBK, who whiffs his shot. Oh, Apex, pardon me. Apex, the man to start to put bullets in to Lekro. is making a move across in the hands of ZywOo towards the B side of the map, the other on long. They've given up catwalk control, and pretty much mid is barren. It's only Apex can see down there with his AUG, but Apex going to be helped out by Alex. Both of them spray through with the AUGs. 2 kills go quickly to Vitality, who are looking to deplete the rest of the funds that NiP have. It's not much. Easy kill for Alex, just popping up over the box. Bomb still in mid. And 2 smokes are going to go back to back, covering mid. This isn't really going to help NiP out, though. Still a Molotov in the hands of RPK. An incendiary for NBK. And a smoke. Get right, can use the gap in the smoke to push through. Nearly gets a double spray. Not quite, though. And now Forest making inroads up catwalk. Was spotted by RPK. No.
Lekro will actually be working middle with Forest and Res, so this is a bit of an adjustment. And that's a big opening from ZywOo. Block.
And it is going to be very much easy pickings for ZywOo. Even if he goes down, Alex is here to bolster up the defense. Going to be turning his back for that flashbang. Doesn't really affect the terrorists either. But it's going to alleviate some of the pressure that was mounting on ZywOo, and RPK will finish off the round for Vitality.
Also, MBK has to focus Cat by himself with his AWP. RPK has to worry about long, and now he's been dealt with, and now MBK's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he is literally in the middle of a minefield of terrorists. If he makes one wrong move, he's a dead man. Forest comes out. At least MBK is able to deliver one fatal blow before he goes out. 25 seconds to deal with. Alex found the slight gap in the smoke is going to yield his death. He's defaulting back into this same old tactic of catwalk. ZywOo, comfortable kill.
Lekro with him, the trade frag with. Now PETA, sneaking around the edge of the smoke at the B bomb side, could do something interesting. Indeed, he does. Apex, though, so quick to get it back. Keeps the man advantage for Vitality. Now he'll get the AWP.
2 kills for Apex. Get right elsewhere. I think he fancies it. He's headed more towards the A side. He's going to be tagging from range, but RPK answers back with a headshot delivered first class.
But Apex is lurking around here, Vince. Just ducked him with the incendiary and then got the sound cue.
You hate to see that if you Lekro. And a lot of their round, I think, hinged off Lekro's information. And with him going down so early, it just gives Vitality such a massive advantage. Not just in manpower, but additionally, they're back into their same old tactic that's getting so telegraphed and so readable now. Apex in with Alex. Crossfire established, but NiP actually come out ahead in that encounter. They've gone from a player behind to all even, albeit on Forest on 58 health, but they've got plenty of time at their disposal. 2 remaining Vitality players have AWPs. MBK is going to take the initiative. He's playing aggressively. You probably don't want the AWP up close, and Forest is going to shove it down on his throat and pull the trigger. Not much MBK could have done about that. ZywOo now through the smoke gets the first kill. Get right has got to get that. There's no 2 ways about it. That's a kill that he simply has to cling on with both hands, because now it really mounts the pressure on Forest. Phenomenal play, but ZywOo is waiting. Unbeknownst to him, he's through the smoke and he decides to just go for it anyway. Connects on Forest, and ZywOo 1v2 clutch that should never have been.
And on the B players on the site never really had to worry about tunnels. They kind of just got to focus on door and window. But look at that from Forest. That can help you out, just an individual play. And he might get more. Indeed, he gets a second, Vince. That is so devastating for Vitality. Lekro's actually had kind of a tough time making that swap. 5 and 10 right now, but here's the last round of the half, and NiP are going strong for A. Again, Vitality had that 3 lean towards B and only 2 towards A. This cost them dearly last time around.
ZywOo's still alive. He's going to try and put his back to the wall. Flashbangs don't affect him. He's got 1. Misses the second shot. Get right though, can't deal with him. And does go back in, so ZywOo's still alive. He is the foundation that can pivot off. If he goes down, it's a 4 and 3. Oh my goodness, ZywOo's still alive and he's still claiming kills. He's actually on for the ace. On a measly 8 HP to his name. PETA tries to spray down. It was a bit rushed, to say the least. And now Forest on Catwalk is the last to fall. Vitality will have a 9-6 lead going in at halftime. And ZywOo, you cannot understate how important those kills were to deal and counteract with those USPs. Flashbang over. Then land in the eyes of Lekro, who's being digged down to 19. He can no longer afford to stand and fight. He has to turn away, wait for the rest of NiP to get close. It's an absolute skirmish kicking off on the site, but it's going to be Vitality that sweep aside NiP. Kick ass, take names, put them in body bags. Rez can do nothing but watch the rest of his team collapse around him.
Look at this from Forest. Ballsy play, it's going to be beneficial.
That peak from RPK is so surprising. With the bomb as well, no less. ZywOo is whiffing shots uncharacteristically, finally will connect one. I mean, you know that Forest is there. There could be a second player mid that's pushed with him. I just feel like that peak is way, way too ballsy. Rez, though, also decides to try and get round the back of Vitality, and he has been punished with his life. Peter, next player in, comes out worse for her on that trade. Getright's also being spammed up. Lekro trying to connect with a scout, gets one. Gonna go back in for seconds. All these re-peaks.
Apex caught a B-tunnels push shore. ZywOo got one mid, but it's been the NiP show all the way through, and Peta will finish it off. But Peta could be a big problem if he pushes the smoke.
That is a yikes from me, dog. That peak. The best you can hope for is a lucky double spray, but even then you're going to lose these two players. Rez, though, doesn't care about that. Comes in. That flick from Apex was disgusting. Getright can count himself lucky that the doors of the box. He's going to have to pay with some blood, you feel he is. Got a flashbang still to his name. Does get the bomb. Goes for the spray, but Lekro won't let him double up.
Third round. A little bit more default. Oh! We had going on there for a little bit.
Oh, Forest in for another one. Tagged down to 48. Will stop Peter from claiming any kills. The Molotov down. It's in perfect position. It's just on the side of the smoke. Peter has 200 IQ'd NiP here. They tried to push him. They tried to deal with him, and it's going to be Getright on the lurk.
But now it's going to be the big long A push from Vitality instead. But Alex has been caught crossing, and NPK can't even fade back before Peter.
There haven't been any strangers to those. Apex going to take a leaf out of Forest book and use it against him. There's a grenade going in. Only does 7 damage to ZywOo. Apex is watching the long flank, but also tunnels. Perfect timing onto Peter. Makes this retake pretty damn hard. Getright, headshot delivered, and ZywOo will finish off the rest.
Well done. That's a tough round to bring back after it started so poorly. This one starts great, though, Vince. ZywOo gets that initial peek off the spawn.
Forest catches Apex, pants down, nade out. Yeah, it's one of those instinct plays, I think, that you're assuming you could catch someone out, but of course it could backfire horribly. That could have effectively given Vitality this round. They're still going to be pushing on the B side. It's going to be Rez up in window. Molotovs are perfectly placed. It's done so much damage. It's really chunked Alex and MBK down. Below 50%, nearly below a third. This could put them in range for some spray up through the double doors, but they aren't really that interested. They're already piecing out. Lekro's already going long with Rez. They are going to give this up. They're done. Peter up close, the first contact, the first line of defense. Gonna be left alone. There's a Molotov planted down. Lekro couldn't see anything.
They're gonna smoke, so Forest has the guest shot, and then they're gonna molly the site.
They peek out a bit too early, though. Forest is gonna get traded out by ZywOo. Rez on the wrong side of the doors. Has to wait for the rest of his team. Smoke's now gonna be blotting out the sun. Done a job that was asked of him. Getright, one of the players that hasn't been performing too fantastically here on Dust 2. He is going to open up the round with a headshot. They know where he is. It's going to be Molotovs finding their way towards him at the bottom of pit. It's just going to keep him at arm's reach, but Lekro now able to open up as well. So the two players that have been a little bit quiet starting to awaken from their slumber. Flashbang's good, and there's Peter for a double.
It was coming, could pre-aim for it because he caught him crossing.
Lekro Molotov in just to stop him from actually pushing through, and what a shot onto Alex. It was worth it. Worth the gamble. Nade's now connecting. Vitality just stuck on a burning catwalk, and Peter, quick fire 4K. Does he go for the shot through there? Does he try and pierce the smoke? He's going to get a flashbang in his face. Going to have to pull back slightly. Second smoke has now been deployed. Just checking up there. Alex has the right idea. But here comes the execute. It's going to be B once again. Can Vitality get the entry frags? Pete is going to join them with the M4 in the car. Can he be the standing hero? Not today. Lekro and Get Right have to fight for NiP's tournament life. It's do or die. On his birthday, can Get Right go massive? They're hoping for a peek here, Dust, and it's not going to be coming. There's no reason for Vitality to peek right now. Flash into the site. Get Right going to be taking point. That flashbang actually affects him more than any of the terrorists. Alex looking up to window. Apex also stacked on top of this. There's no way forward. Get Right with one. M4 in hand, looking for the spray. They're both so low. USP's going to have to come out. Oh, Get Right! What a play! Is there enough time, though, for the veteran to defuse? It's going to be so close, and the answer's a no. Nice try. Close, but no cigar. Vitality get it done in 2.